shall supply not some, but all the Lord.
Hello, my family and friends. This is yours truly, Bishop Godfrey Williams, inviting you to just tune in every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on our social media platform, where you will be hearing from a number of men in this month of June. God bless you as you do so.
Good afternoon all, and a happy Father's Day to everyone that might be watching this. My name is Ronnie O'Connell, and this is my daughter, Hannah Gabrielle O'Connell. It's been some 15 plus years now that my wife and I, were hoping and working to do our part to cause a child to come forth. And for a minute it looked like it wasn't going to happen. We started like, well, is it you? No, it ain't me. It must be you. But in the end, God saw fit to bless us and bless our seed. And it wasn't nothing short of a miracle that Hannah was born. And the one prayer I had, I said, Lord, you've allowed me to become a father. So my only child. I said, Lord, help me to be able to provide. That was my main concern, that I would be able to provide and care for her and be a good steward. It's been 15 plus years. It's amazing. It's amazing. Isn't she beautiful? I just thank God for the opportunity, the responsibility. I don't take it lightly, and I do my best. I personally, I never knew my mother or my father. My mother died when I was 6 months old, so I never knew the benefits of having a biological mother or father. But nonetheless, God has been my all in all, and He's kept me very well, I must say. But I relish the opportunity, the responsibility, and I thank God for her. She's such a blessing. She's diligent, she's talented, she's absolutely gorgeous, she's beautiful, and she's a growing young lady. And what can I say? You know, those who know her personality. She's very amicable, she's very friendly, she's outgoing, and I just thank God for the opportunity, man. I really do.
It's been amazing having such a wonderful father. He always is the one to encourage me, even though some things I may not feel comfortable doing at the time because of what I feel as though others may think or opinions that I have about myself. He still encourages me and pushes me not to feel uncomfortable, but to learn how to break barriers and how to feel comfortable with things that I feel are outside of my box, outside of my zone. And I really thank him for that. I'm also thankful for him just being himself. Like, I love the small things that we do. He knows I love this, but I love when we would just go on drives randomly throughout the day and we just find random things to laugh about or to make jokes about or remember old memories when we would travel and stuff like that. And I love that because just the thought of laughter is just amazing for me. And those who know me know that I always like to laugh. I'm always laughing. And so that also encourages me and helps me throughout my daily life, and I appreciate that. And with him being able to say that he prayed to God to be able to provide for me, and he definitely does. And it's not only with material things, but he also provides me with love and care, and like I said, with joy and with everything truly a daughter could ask for, and I'm very thankful for that.
My efforts are, in terms of a legacy, is one to, in terms of, I'm careful in terms of what I do personally and in my business, because I am cognizant of the fact that it's important not to just be diligent for myself in the present, but for my offspring, which is Hannah, and to leave something that she can either grab a hold of or run with, or a business that can run on its own, that can benefit her and my wife in the future. In terms of the growth matters that I try to instill in her, one is diligence, being prayerful, inviting God into as much, I mean, we can say invite God into all things, but we know that's not, I mean, it sounds good, but we somehow fall short. But I do my best to remind her daily as we pray, as we go into school, and I pray for her early in the mornings. Always invite God. Always keep God a part of it, ahead of it, and trust Him that He will work with you, be with you, lead, guide, and direct you, and that ultimately, whatever your plans are, once you invite God and allow Him to be a part of it, it will work out in the end. It doesn't always work out perfect. Nothing does. But with God on our side, we know that we have the best possible result. And so, as she goes day to day, she can tell you. I again, whether it's school or any of her performances or just life in general, dealing with money. I said, Hannah, now you look here. I put some money in the account, but don't burn it. Save some. You might need it for emergency. And so I just try to instill in her to keep God a part of your life. Build a personal relationship with Him. And whatever your goals and plans are, invite Him in to lead, guide, and direct you. And try your best to listen, because the way He answers isn't always the way we think He might. And when you do get a nugget of saying, oh, that was the Holy Spirit, remember that, because that's the matter you're going to have to build on, okay? And so those are the areas that I try most to instill on her, and just allow her to be herself.
For the disciplinary question, that is hard, because it could be either one of them, actually. Dad would be the person I feel as though if you did something, it would be more disappointing from him than mad, because he just sit there and then be like, Hannah, now I it just be like, ooh, it just be a more disappointing kind of standpoint. And with lessons that he taught me, I can be a perfectionist at times, and that also where I fall short in a lot of things, in dance, in school, in my talents, in my personal talents like singing and playing instruments and stuff like that. And he teaches me to know that it's okay not always to, even on your first try, get everything the way that you want it to be, because one, no one is perfect, and two, that may not be the way that the Lord intended for you to get that. And that first try, He may have wanted you to do something else, or try something else, or figure something out in a different way. And so I love that. And he also, speaking with diligence and having a personal relationship with God, with myself, I appreciate that, because due to him, seeing him in his personal life, always praying and always looking out for me and always seeking God and having a personal relationship with Him, that also inspired me to have one with Him, and I love that, and I thank Him for that.
First off, I would say, I would pray that they would not use that as a tool, as a crutch, to say, well, because they weren't there, because they weren't whatever, then therefore I'm doing this, that, or the other. That's not positive. And on the other hand, those who are in a position, who are possibly seeking help or would like some help, I would say, if there's not a family member that you can reach out to, that could become a mentor or role model, then find someone That's not a family member. Perhaps on your job, you recognize somebody with their particular manner, disposition, work ethics that's approachable. You know, try to find somebody, whether it be in family or out, that you could connect with. And I feel that if I was blessed to, through a family friend, to be connected with not my biological father, but with somebody who became my role, my male father figure, that took me away from the Bahamas and allowed me to see another aspect of living in the world. And so that helped me a great deal. And so what I can say is, reach out, keep a positive attitude, and just try to find somebody who is emulating the traits that you feel would best suit you or what your needs would be. But reach out. Don't keep it in. And even if you get turned down or it doesn't work out, keep a positive attitude, because I believe it's in the plan of God that you should find somebody, male or female, that would help you. It's because it ends up being only for a certain time, you know. When you meet these individuals, they are with you for a certain time. When you get what you need, almost divinely, it changes. You know, and that's just a divine principle of God. Okay? He brings us what we need until we don't need it anymore. And that would allow us to grow. And so that would be, I hope it made sense. You know, but that would be my advice.
I remember one time we were traveling to the States. I do not remember when, but I remember this. Those of you know, on the Celebration, they have like the cafe all the way on the like 10th floor, the open deck one. And we walked through the cafe, and it's in the morning where we're about to come off of the ship to go into the States. And Mom and Dad was already sitting down. And I walk in and I'm feeling good because I just got my hair did and I just come from the bathroom and I felt amazing. And I smile. And all I see is he starts laughing. And I mean like laughing, bombing the table, and the people on the side of him was like, him. I mean like laughing. So I'm like, what happened? Like something wrong? So I sit down and he gets his phone and he takes a picture, and in the picture it's just me and I have a huge blueberry stuck in my teeth, and I was smiling at everybody walking in, and I'm pretty sure everybody saw that big blueberry in my teeth, just stuck there for the past 20 minutes, and he just sits there laughing. I was like, no man, you didn't have to do me like that.
Yeah.
For those who have lost a father, my condolences goes out to you. And also, I would just like to let you know that first, seek God, because He will be your anchor and He will be able to help you through the storm or whatever you are going through during this Father's Day, or just in life in general, first. And second of all, live your life the way that you know that your father or your father figure or your guardian would be proud of you and know and say, well, that is how I wanted so and so to live, and that is how I trained you to be, and that is how I wanted you to grow up and be successful, and know that you are genuinely happy, and honestly just live your life that way. To those who may not have known your father, just know that it is okay, 1. 2, it is not your fault. Nothing you may have done could have caused that. And 3, once again, seek God. He is your heavenly Father. He will be there to comfort you, to guide you, to help you through whatever you may be going through personally or in your family. And know that God will, God will guide you and bring somebody in your life to become a father figure for you, or just to become a role model and to help you to just guide your way, honestly.
Yes.
You're a good, good father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are. And I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. You're a good, good father. You're a good, good father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are, and I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. You're a good, good Father.
Good night, everybody. Certainly, we're delighted to be here tonight on this segment during the Father's Day month celebration at Jubilee Cathedral. I am Reverend K. Brian Sands, and with me tonight is my two beautiful daughters.
Hello, 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 Freeport. I am Kaylisa Camp.
And I am Alicia Sands.
And we're here tonight to talk about fathers, the role of fathers, and of course, I'm just excited to have them with me. And, they know that, Daddy was the kind of father that they couldn't get away with. They couldn't get away with nothing. I mean, Kaylisa used to believe that I was flying on broomsticks, But I believe that fathers have a pivotal role to play in the lives of his children. Of course, he is indeed a role model. He's a pace setter. He sets examples. And of course, he is indeed a disciplinarian. And so over the years, we've come to realize that fathers are basically the unsung heroes. But I believe that, we put more emphasis on Mother's Day. And then, when it's Father's Day, it's kind of low key. Right. But I would probably prefer to let Kaylisa take the role in this. And she can tell you what she believes a father is and his role.
Well, just like Dad said, the father is the unsung hero. The father is the protector. He is the provider. He is that person when you're having that nightmare that you look for comfort to. He is that person that when you need that new shoe or when that bill needs to be paid, then that is the person that you run to. And we don't give so much credit to father because on Mother's Day, and mothers, please don't nail me to the cross, but I have to be honest. On Mother's Day, there are these beautiful baskets, these beautiful arrangements. But Father's Day, the white crab, the black crab, we have all the crab under the pen. And I feel as if there are some fathers that go above and beyond for their children, who would go the extra mile, and they don't get the credit that they deserve. They don't get the recognition that they really do deserve. What do you think, Alicia?
I agree with you. Definitely. Father's Day should be celebrated a little bit more than it is now in comparison to Mother's Day.
Right.
Father's Day, sometimes we let the fathers pay for the dinner on Father's Day.
Yes.
Mother's Day we pay.
Right.
And Father's Day, we like looking to the fathers to pay for the dinner.
Right.
So definitely, yeah.
Yeah. So when you think of the father, that's the person. Well, that's the person who would basically carry the load and who will carry the brunt of everything. And I know being a father is a hard role because you have everyone from the wife straight down to the child looking up to you and depending on you. And you have some fathers who are out there who are really trying their best just to make ends meet for their family and just trying to make sure that their family have everything that they need and more.
Well, I believe that growing up, I can talk about my father, and then I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to talk about growing up. But my father, my mother played the more major role in our house. My father was there, but he was quiet, hardly had anything to say. My mother was a strict disciplinarian, and whenever she kind of, chastised us, and when I say chastise us, I'm using that moderately. But my father would always intervene. And so, we would like to have been getting beaten when Dad was around because he can make sure, hey, what are you beating them children for? Stop. And so, he was just quiet and, but he was indeed a loving father, a caring father. He was a provider. He worked in the construction industry. And so he was out all day, and when he came home, of course, he might have stopped by the nearest restaurant and bar to get a wet throat. And when he come home, well, that's it. But he loved us, and he really was a good provider, and he loved my mom, and he really took good care of us. And so I kind of grew up saying that I want to pattern after my father with being quiet and all of that. And of course, I ended up with 7 children. And these are 2 of 7. And so, the oldest is 40, the youngest is 15. And all of them can testify to the fact that they had to go to church. Church was important. I did not send them to church. I took them to church. I led by example. I practice what I preach. I live what I preach. And so, I see my role then and now, leading on to my grandchildren. Of course, there's 8 of them. I got maybe about 4 around me, close, and Papa this and Papa that. Everything is Papa. And they love their Papa. They see Papa as somebody that love them and care for them. And of course, they see how Papa relates to their mamas. And so if they see how Papa relates to their mamas, they know that, hey, Papa is looking after my mommy, and Papa is a good Papa. And so, I'm going to kind of like turn it over to them too, because I really want to hear what they think about me, since it's Father's Day month.
Really?
And so I am so excited that we have this session.
What I wanted to know is, how come you didn't follow in your father's footsteps and you were the disciplinarian? You were the disciplinarian. You were the person that did. For me.
But for you now.
For me.
With me, Daddy was more the relaxed. I was more afraid of my mom than I was afraid of Daddy. Daddy was like my little scapegoat. Daddy, because I remember that time when you get that. We was okay. Let me give you this joke. We were on vacation. I think we was on vacation here at the Princess, and we were holding hands. And we were jumping into the deep part. And Daddy said, "Y'all don't jump in that deep part. If y'all jump in that deep part one more time, watch what I gonna do." So this time, the shorty couldn't see Daddy come in. And I saw Daddy coming, so we holding hands. I say 1, 2, and then I let her jump by herself. So she had to get roast for the both of us. You got to take that for us.
I got more of the disciplinarian role. I think there was a time that they only disciplined me, but I think it was like the neighbor's kid or something like that too. Like
the neighbor's kid too.
Yeah, it was like something that we did. I can't remember, but so I was more afraid in the sense of Daddy than I was of my mom. So yeah, he didn't know the father's footsteps.
No, but I can honestly say my daddy, he is a very open person. He makes it easy for you to talk to him. Things that a girl probably would never tell their dad. I can honestly say that me and my dad, we have that relationship. Daddy is my ride or die. Say, Daddy, listen, come go with me on a mission. Daddy riding. He riding. Don't mind him sitting there.
Well, Father's Day coming. I want to see. And I'm making sure I am leaving my wallet home. I ain't taking the wallet with me. Father's Day, we all will end up in the kitchen and we can wash dishes. Because if I'm your ride or die, if I'm the go-to guy, and we are the travel buddy and all of that, so Father's Day, I'm going to see if you guys are going to give me crab and rice, or y'all going to take me to the Grand Lucayan.
The Grand Lucayan, eh?
Yeah. The Grand Lucayan. Yeah,
Portobello.
Portobello. I deserve Portobello. And if there's no Portobello, and so now one more thing, my beautiful daughters, my beautiful daughters who I love dearly and appreciate more and all of that. But what do you all believe? What do you all believe is really the role of a father in terms of a father that have to be both father and mother where there's no mother in the house? What would you say to that father? Or how,
For that, well, first of all, that real role of that father is without a doubt to be that protector. first and foremost to be that protector, to provide that security for that child. And we do have fathers that play both roles, and I just want to encourage that father that, listen, don't mind the noise in the market. People always say a man can't teach a girl how to be a woman, but there were times when you had to step in and you had to kind of do the same thing, and we turned out
Perfectly.
exactly. So I would encourage that father not to give up, to continue to press their way forth, to continue to be that father, to be that mother, continue to just keep your child grounded in the word. Because once you keep your child in the word, and bring them up in the admiration of the Lord, you don't have to worry about that child straying, and you don't have to worry about that child getting involved into things that they ought not to be. But we must encourage those fathers, and we must also pay tribute to those fathers who have to play both roles in the home.
I agree. I agree. That is, your point is well taken. And so, you know, we kind of look forward to Father's Day, and
Yeah.
we look forward to a great celebration, a grand celebration. You know, you guys get an opportunity now to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers in Jubilee Cathedral. You get an opportunity to say Happy Father's Day to fathers all around the world that are watching this segment, that's watching this program now. You know, and so, you know, I want you guys to know that I am really proud of both of you. You know, you've done well. You know, Alicia is a registered dental hygienist. Kelisa Simone is a guidance counselor, and of course, I believe she is undoubtedly, and I know nobody could contradict me on this. She is undoubtedly the Bahamas' best, foremost makeup artist. You know, makeup artist. She is. Beauty called by Kay Simone. Beauty called by Kay Simone, and of course, you know, and she does it really exquisitely, and she does it really well. So I'm proud of all of my children. They all have done really well. They've made me proud. They've made me a proud father, and of course, I could stand tall and say that, you know, I did not have to go to a courthouse. I did not have to go to a police station. They knew what their father stands for. And so, you know, how did you guys manage with the peer pressure when your friends were trying to get you all to go out, and you all know that the kind of father you all had? Because of course, you know, at that time, you know, I was a police officer. You know, and
I at the fair already to know that being it that if my mother had to, then I knew it would have been, you know. So I managed, just having that in the back of my mind. I needed to respect and show both of my parents that I actually appreciate what it is that they both did for me. So that too kind of played a role. I knew that I couldn't let them down. So that's how I managed, basically, with having prayer pressure, because it was there.
Oh,
But, yeah.
well, I believe we're gonna kind of wrap it up. So how do you guys want to wrap it up? What do you want to say in closing?
Well, first of all, I would like to say a happy pre-Father's Day to my dad. And there is no secret. You know how I feel about you. You know, I love you. I appreciate all that you do for me, and not just for me, but for my husband, our kids, and our entire family. I am a blended family, and my dad doesn't treat my bonus kids as step grandkids. Everyone is papa to him. What he does for his grandkids, he does it for my bonus kids. So I really, truly appreciate that there is no separation when it comes to that. And thank you for being such an amazing father.
My sentiments are you for that. My sentiments are the same though. You know that I do love you. The kids and I, we are here. We're closest right now. Under you every day. But we appreciate you though. The kids and I do appreciate you. I don't know if we've shown you that, but we do love and appreciate you. Family is important. That's another thing. Family is definitely important to Daddy. family. I mean, from the big trips and all that.
To the Sunday meal, to the
Listen.
brunch, and to celebrating whatever is happening with the kids. Like, how are we paying for that graduation pizza party, right? You didn't say that on camera. Yes,
camera.
Caden graduation pizza party. But family is important to him.
Family is definitely important to him. So, well, whomever, my sister is married. I
Getting
got to find
married,
someone
speaking
that
that in the
is
system.
We're working on that.
We're working on that. Yeah,
Yeah, we're working on
that.
that.
Yeah.
We're working on that.
family man. Definitely
Uh-huh.
has to be a family man. He has to follow inside.
So
the
you look
family.
at you trying to throw something out there to somebody out there. What the- you see, you're like, gotta be a family.
Gotta be a
Like,
family.
just in case you're watching this
Yeah,
podcast.
in case you're watching this
Yeah.
broadcast, and you know what she said now? She did say that
Oh,
it has to be somebody
yes.
like a father.
Like a
You
father.
know, because
Yeah.
most girls marry men
Yeah,
like their father.
that's true.
You know, like their father. So, you know, and of course, whoever that is, he's going to have a tall shoes to fill.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's going to have a tall shoes to fill because, you know, you girls, you all don't come cheap.
No.
Y'all don't
Well, he
come
can tell
cheap.
you.
Yeah, y'all don't come cheap.
Expensive taste and what's
y'all
not.
don't come cheap.
But of
you
course,
know?
we also want to extend a happy Father's Day to all of the fathers at Jubilee Cathedral, whether you would have played a role in a child's life, a stepfather, or a spiritual father. The work that you do should never go unnoticed. So we want to extend a happy Father's Day to all of you amazing fathers, those who are playing both roles. We want to encourage you to keep your head up. We want to encourage you to constantly allow God to be in the midst of your parenting. And we want to encourage you not to lose hope, but to still remain faithful, and the best is yet to come. So we are sending a happy Father's Day. And of course, the best bishop, the sugar man, we have to send a happy Father's Day to you, and also the prospective father.
Prospective father. Listen, we cannot
We
forget
can't
the
forget
prospective
the
father.
father.
You know, we can't
Now,
yeah.
just make sure, I gotta let Chantel know, do your part, give you the night shift. Give you the night shift. That's why I want to make sure you get the night shift. But we're saying happy Father's Day to all of you amazing fathers out there, and the fathers in Grand Bahama.
Well, that's it, and certainly we just want to join in with Kelisa. We want to join in with Alicia tonight, and of course, wishing all of the fathers at Jubilee Cathedral a happy Father's Day, whether you're a guardian father, whether you're a spiritual father, grandfather,
bonus
mentor father,
Yes.
whatever it is, we want to say a happy Father's Day to you, and of course, wish you all of God's choicest blessing. And we also want to thank Jubilee Cathedral,
Yes.
Bishop Godfrey Williams,
Yes.
and of course our executive pastor, Laquez Williams, for inviting us to be on this program on tonight. And we really appreciate it. Give us an opportunity to kind of, you know, just
Sit down.
sit down and chit-chat.
Chit-chat, yeah.
Chit-chat, you know. Daddy and his two beautiful daughters. Love them. Love you guys. And of course, can we just say together, Happy Father's Day?
Sure.
Okay, can we say it?
Sure.
Happy Father's Day.
Bye.
And my God shall supply not some but all